depth files.
Who, me?
Oh my.
The sponsor of today's video is Dr. Phone by Wondershare. Dr. Phone allows you to have all sorts of different system repair and recovery tools all in one app for the Mac and the iPhone. Check it out in the link below.
What's up YouTube, it's Alex and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are feeling well, and today we're talking about the Apple news and everything that happened last week and this week in the world of Apple. So let's just go ahead and get straight into this. And okay guys, so first of all are the new emojis that Apple are going to be adopting to the iOS later this year. So in the second half of 2018, Apple is going to place 150 plus new emojis into your iPhones. And I know that sounds ridiculous because right now, even these days, it is so hard to switch between all of these emojis, at least for me, and select one that you want to send to your friends. And that's a huge struggle for me, so I cannot imagine 150 plus new emojis that are added to that. And you know, it's going to be even harder to find the new emojis that you want to send. So of course, new emojis are good, but I wish Apple had some kind of different mechanism for just finding them or, you know, selecting them, because as I said, it is so hard to actually find something that you want to send. So that side of the emojis include the one that has this kind of hearts floating around it, the freezing one, and then the stressed one. Also some people that have different haircuts, the bold ones. Also a new kind of superhero people. I don't know what they're talking about, and why the heck do we have that kind of people up there. Also we have a foot, a leg, and also some animals, bones, and just some kind of items that we usually use on a daily basis, and also the pirate flag. So yeah, stuff like this. Again, new emojis that are pretty maybe useless, maybe not, so we will see when they get released. And the next thing is the HomePod, and a couple of days ago, like yesterday or the day before yesterday, all of the bloggers finally received their HomePods, not only for the review but also the personal use, and that device is a pretty cool one. But I wanted to show you guys something that kind of looks like the HomePod and works pretty much the same way. So I'm sorry guys that the view isn't that great right now, but look at this. So I have a little portable speaker which is actually made by Philips, and a really nice one. You have the battery status also in the widgets panel, so that's kind of integrated into the iOS. But look at this, Apple does not allow you to actually pair this little speaker with the iPad or the iPhone. I'm not sure, maybe that's only in my case, but look at this. So we have a little button up here for the Bluetooth, so I'm gonna just select this little speaker up here. Look at this. I'm selecting that, and let's try talking to the Siri. And the sound comes from a iPad, so it's not coming from a speaker. So Apple is kind of, you know, their marketing is targeted to maybe, I'm not sure, maybe that's only in my case, but looks like you can't actually have Siri on just a you know, normal speaker. So they actually force you to buy a HomePod for that kind of functionality. But why the heck do you need this kind of button up here if you cannot pair the regular speaker to your iPad and have the Siri in it? But my personal view on the HomePod is pretty bad. So I wish there was maybe some more functionality to it, like maybe wirelessly charging your iPhone through that little display on the top, maybe stuff like this. You're Apple, you can do stuff like this. It is so easy for you. You're much smarter than me. And you know, I wish there was some more functionality to it. Just for $350, looking at the competitors that pretty much do the same kind of thing. So for me, I would probably go for the Google Mini, the Google Home Mini. I'm not sure if it's called like that, but that's a really cheap stuff. And it can do all of the stuff that this Siri can do, the Siri speaker. Let's call it the Siri speaker, that's a much better name. Also, people thought that you could not detach this cable from the HomePod, but you actually can. So you actually have to just apply some more force in order to detach the cable. And in case you have a rabbit at your home and you know it's gonna just bite your cable and it's gonna be completely destroyed, you can just go to Apple and they will replace it for around $35. So in United States, unfortunately in my country, that will not be the case. And of course the HomePod actually costs around $700 in my country, so forgive me guys, I'm not buying that because that is so expensive. You know, in United States I could just buy myself a HomePod and then just give away one for example to you, but up here it's not possible. Alright, so the next one is the Snapchat, and you know guys, you don't like this new UI, and I'm not a huge Snapchat user to be honest, but I'm talking about revamping back to the old version, and I know you want to hear it from me, so here you go. go. There's only one way, probably, as I can now imagine, only apps for the iPhone.net. You can go ahead and just grab this web application, then go into the apps section, into submenu of the plus apps, and then select some of the Snapchats that are available up there. So there should be, some of these have to be updated, some of these are outdated, but you will actually have this old kind of, style of the Snapchats on your iPhone. So give it a try, and maybe tell me in the comments below if that works or not. But hopefully this will, and that's probably like the only way to change back to the old Snapchat. So finally, when ETA, the jailbreak! So Coolstar, the developer of Electro Jailbreak, tweeted that on the 15th of this month, so the day after tomorrow, he will probably release this full jailbreak with Cydia in it, so you'll be able to actually install a lot of the tweaks and stuff and have the full jailbreak on your device. And of course, I'm saying this again, this is the jailbreak only for the iOS 11.1.2 and below. So unfortunately this will not work on the iOS 11.2 or above, but at least for these people who stayed on this firmware, this will be possible. There will be also a kind of a tool that you can actually run to uninstall the library iOS jailbreak and other jailbreaks that you have currently on your iPhone to install this full electric jailbreak and enjoy the full potential of this jailbreak on your device. So the only reason why I didn't make a video about this electric jailbreak, just because simply I think it is so complicated, at least for me, to install all of these tweaks using this kind of dep files and it is really hard for me to do that kind of thing, and I didn't want you guys to go through the same path and do the same kind of work in order to install only some of the tweaks which are working. So right now, yes, I'm gonna be making a video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah guys, I mean, that should be pretty much it for today. Just wanted to kind of show you guys everything that's happened in the last week and this week in terms of Apple and Apple news. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you smash the like button. It will be super much appreciated, like always. And as always guys, I really hope to see you around on my next one, and peace out.